Like, man, I'm not about to read all this stuff, man. Save all that. Like, if I could, I would ball it up and just throw it at you. Like, man, that's trash. Hey, what's up, everybody? In this video, I want to actually talk about two things. One was the video when I was speaking about why men shouldn't be waiting on women. You know, the dude in that video, he was asking the question, how long should he wait for a woman? And like I said before, the answer is never. Any dude that's waiting on a woman, this means that you're waiting in line to get your turn. Like, no, get out there and live your life. You know, and with me saying that, I had people respond on that same video, leaving responses and stuff. And like I said before, if you leave a response on a video, typically I will post it in my next video if you want to be heard, you know. So I feel like some of these things that y'all said made perfect sense, and I think the world should hear it. So if y'all want to hear y'all stuff on the video, make sure y'all leave likes and comments just like everybody else. So that's the first part of the video. The second part, I had this dude asking this question. He wanted to know, what was it? He wanted to know, what do y'all think of him sending this message right here on dating apps? Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a quick glimpse of it. This message right here, this long message. You wanna know, what do y'all think about him sending this long message to women on dating apps? So we're gonna get to that. This will be the second part of the video. Some of the response that so many people sent. Alright, so before I get started, make sure y'all leave that like, comment, or subscribe. Alright, so this is what I said in regards to how long should you wait for a woman. I told dude, if you keep waiting, someone will play in her until she is ready for you. Yeah, like, you up there trying to wait around and be some Tuck Everlasting looking dude talking about, I'm gonna wait for you forever. Like, that's fairy tale. That's not real life. In real life, people be having babies on you and getting married and divorced and living a whole life, and you still waiting around growing cold and old for her to let you get a crack at her, man. Come on, you could be having great adventures out here too instead of waiting around. So the next person, they said this about how long should you wait for a woman. He said, she will not wait for you ever. Live your life. Don't play her game. Play your own game. Live your damn life. And you know, a lot of people, they agree with that because it's the truth. Like, why are you sitting there waiting around for this woman and she could be moving on and doing the worst, like, you know, getting her back blown out behind the bleachers or something? Who knows? Like, and you still waiting thinking she a good woman. Nah, she a freak and you ain't gonna never get to try it out neither. So the next person said this. They said, take the advice of one who has desired a woman and then spent 5 years orbiting her, that woman, prior to her marriage. Avoid delaying your departure, man. You're wasting your time. Just like the last answer said, if you aren't good enough, then neither is she. Avoid becoming a friend zone situation in which you are forced to be her pastry and endure the agony of seeing and hearing about other relationships. It's not good for your mental health. Instead, move on, get out of there. Literally, you need to flee from her. Yeah, exactly. And this is a man that has actually been in the friend zone, that actually waited for a woman, and he telling y'all from first-hand experience. The woman sat there, told him about other dudes, other relationships, and then had the audacity to get married in his face talking about we friends and crap. No, this dude wanted you this whole time, and now his heart destroyed waiting around for her. Like, I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, he giving y'all a sound advice. The person's been through this stuff, so don't be waiting on women. Like, this man's been hurt and everything, and he ain't trying to go through it again. Like, hopefully you like listening and taking this advice. The next person said this about how long should you wait for a woman. Because of men speaking to men on this whole red pill subject, don't worry, Labz. We are all getting on the same page. Women are ugly inside and out nowadays, but welcome to the feminist burst. We need you here. Alright, thanks a lot, man. You know, I'm not really trying to say like some F these women like that. I don't never think like that, but at the same time, I just feel like people need to open their eyes to what's really real, what's really happening. Like, you sitting there waiting around some fairy tale stuff, thinking a woman gonna be just fall in your arms. Like I used to think when I was a teenager. This is real life. Grown-ups don't really do that stuff, man. You're gonna be like waiting until you riding like a corpse. Like, don't do it. The last person, they said about how long should you wait for a woman. They said women are quick to judge. After the first date, they already got a verdict. Screw all the getting to know someone nonsense. My response is this. Yep, most women I said most women either give it up the first night or they try to string me along. Just it's been a recent pattern I've been noticing lately. So the reason I say that, because that's how it's been, like, from like I would say from maybe like April to now. Like, a lot of women that I really hit off with, we really just clicked from day one. It wasn't like I had to jump through all these hoops and stuff. Like, we just had a good bond, a good conversation, and just went from there. But all the ones that didn't work out with, these women, you barely hear from them. Then they just hit you up, hey, you want to go out? I'm thinking in my head like, man, I'm not about to go out with you. I ain't even heard nothing from you in like a whole week. No hate, no hi, or no emoji, no text. Like, you ain't that interested. I'm not a fool, so I'm not gonna keep taking you out on these dates so you can just get your belly full. Man, stop playing me. Alright, so let's get to the second part of the video. So the dude, he wanted to know, what do y'all think of him sending this message on dating apps? He says, so I send this message to every match I get on dating apps. What do y'all think? This is what it reads. It says, whenever I get a new match on Hinge, I want to be sure that we communicate in a way that works best for you. So, what's the best way to effectively communicate with you? I found that for some people, talking on this app is their preferred method of communication, and I'm good with that if you want to start slowly. However, many people prefer to get off the app and text or have a phone conversation. That works for me too. Some people want to video chat beforehand, and I'm down with that if you like, but for others, they'd rather skip the small talk and meet up. That's my preferred method. However, I'm up for anything that best lets me get to know you and whatever you're comfortable with. Man, get out of here, man. Like, that long ago message, you really want to ask us, should you be sending this message to a woman? If a woman was to send this long message to me, typically when I get a long message like this, it's a woman sending some negativity or you are blah blah blah, you the worst man ever. Like, y'all don't talk about it. Sending these long old messages that your auntie was saying, like the little Bible quotes and stuff. Like, man, I'm not about to read all this stuff, man. Save all that. Like, if I could, I would ball it up and just throw it at you. Like, man, that's trash. So let's get to some of the comments that y'all responded with. Person said this. The question, remember, is he wants to know, what do y'all think of him sending this message on the dating app? The person said, it's not your job to present all available communication methods to help find what works best for them. Then he said, your core instincts is good. People are to work those things out together eventually. Then he said, you have this copy and paste message acting like the communication salesperson or the waiting staff. You have said, do whatever you want and I'll be cool with it. No worries if not. Plus, also, here's an itemized list of how we might proceed just in case. Yeah, obviously he been sarcastic, bro. Like, if y'all can't hear it in the tone or the words and stuff, the dude trying to say you like just laying everything on the table. Y'all ain't even had time to conversate. The first thing you want to do is just lay out a whole bunch of cards like this, some type of magic trick, and you just moving the little cups and cards around and stuff. Look at the ball, there's one right here. Whoop, nope, it's not there. That's how you acting when you sitting there presenting her with all these options. Like, when you give a woman a bunch of options, they start getting like confused and antsy. Like, dang, I got so many options, so many men to choose from. I don't know which one to go with. Like, you are giving them reason not to talk to you. Like, this right here will kind of be kind of creepy and scare them off. So the next person, this is what he said about the question. He wants to know, what do you think about him sending this message on dating apps? Dude response was this: bro, you're trying to stay a virgin. Exactly. Like, come on, man. Like, most women ain't falling for that. You send this long message and think of some woman like, ooh, I'm just so wet and I just want to, I want to talk to him because he sent me this elaborate copy and paste mess. I just know he thought about all of this when he was thinking of me. Wrong. Come on, man. Women ain't falling for that. Everybody, you said this is your first message you send to a woman. You send this very first message. Like, I'm just envisioning my phone as the woman. Like, here we go. This is me, and then your message come through. Whoop. And it's a long message the moment we match. Man, come on, man. It's 0.5 seconds you sent that message. You don't type that fast, man. We know it's copy and paste, man. You don't even feel, it's not even genuine. So don't even try to play a woman like that. Let alone play yourself, man. Quit playing around. It's a female. She said, he wants to know, what do you think about him sending this message, this long dating message on the dating app? She said, it is far too long and far too wordy. Exactly. Like, a woman saying the same thing that we send. You sitting there sending all these long messages and you think she want to read this? Most people barely have attention span longer than 30 to 15 seconds and stuff. You want to send this long message like, oh my god, I'm not reading that. She probably just deleted it or unfollowed you or whatever they do on Hinge and stuff, like blocked you or something because you sent that long lame message. Man, don't do it. Do not do it. On to the next person. The question is, he wants to know, what do you think of him sending this message on dating apps? They say the way you phrase it make it seem like you want to get off the app ASAP. Yeah, it does. It sounds like you just been thirsty. Like, hurry up and choose me, please. Don't get rid of me. I want to get picked first. Like, you sound like a pick me dude. Like, you know, you ever heard them say a pick me woman, a pick me dude? Long story short, a pick me woman is a type of woman that's sitting there doing everything that a man likes in order for her to get chosen and get off the market and stuff. Right now, that's how you seem. You seem like a little girl trying to get chosen by a woman fast as possible, talking about pick me, and all these long words and stuff. No, like, and nobody in here really is agreeing with you with the tone of your message, man. Like, you gotta come with a different approach and everything. So the next person says this about the question. He wants to know, should he send this long message, keep sending these messages like a fool on these dating apps? They said this: your message is way too long. I will break it down for you. I will send it like this: how do you prefer to communicate? 1, talk on the app. 2, text or phone or video chat. 3, meet up. I'm down for either. What is your preference? Wrong. Like, why are you telling him to send the similar stuff to what you already sent? Like, the first stuff that he was sending is a long paragraph, the very first message. Now you want to send a simplified version of the same thing? Like, no. The first message that you send on a dating app should not be hey, it should not be hi or hello as a man, and it definitely shouldn't be any of these questions right here on a dating app. So no. Then the dude responded to him by saying this: I actually tried it in a short way initially. The reason it's long is because women kept asking questions and getting angry. They would be like, are you saying you want to meet immediately? What's your preference? What's wrong with talking on the app? Etc. etc. And that's exactly what I just said, like probably a minute ago. Like, you sitting there making them creeped out and making them feel nervous because you send this long copy and paste mess without even putting any thought into it. Like, nobody fools, man. Come on, like, be genuine. At least, like, make some effort. Like, you send a copy and this paste message literally the moment after you match up with them. Like, nobody gonna fall for that. So then he finished it off by saying this: so I made it longer to answer most of the common questions I would get. Now I barely get any messages and I barely get any questions. And that's your fault, because you want to send them this a long questionnaire asking a scale of 1 through 10. How satisfied are you with my service type of stuff? Talking about some FQA, frequently questions asked and stuff. No, don't sit there and send no FQAs, none of that, man. Like, be a little bit creative. Make a little bit of effort and stuff. You want to sit there and copy the worst possible message. Just because you made a long list of things and stuff like that doesn't make it good. Like, that stuff you sending was trash. So if you see this video, hopefully this helps you out. Leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. This your boy A.K.A. Labz, and I'm out.